Friends, today in this video we'll discuss about oscillations. Okay, so first of all we have discussed about sound, that sound travel in the form of vibration, right? So it is due to the vibration of particle present in a state of matter, which may be solid or liquid or gas. So now what is oscillation? Just like vibration, oscillation is a to and fro movement between 2 points at regular interval of time, right? So vibration and oscillation, the movement is almost similar, to and fro movement, but the only difference is in the frequency. Okay, the only difference between vibration and oscillation is in terms of frequency. So first of all, now let us try to understand oscillation. What I told, it is a to and fro movement in which a particle moves between 2 points at regular interval of time. To understand oscillation, we need to understand a pendulum, right? So this metallic ball is known as the bob of the pendulum, right? This string is known as the thread of the pendulum, and this stand or this part is known as a support because it is providing support to the pendulum, right? So it is known as the support, sometimes denoted by S. Okay, so this is the basic structure of a pendulum. Now when will it will start moving, okay, or oscillating, then what will happen? It will move from one point to another, right? So let us suppose that this is the bob of the pendulum. Now here it is at a mean position. Okay, suppose it is at this position, which is at the original state. Okay, it is in the position of rest. When it will start moving, then it will go to and fro, right? It will go from here to here, right? And then again it will come back. Suppose this is point A and this is point B, and this is point O. Now this point O, in which the pendulum was at rest, is known as mean position. It is known as what? Mean position. And these points A and B, up to which the pendulum will oscillate, okay, it will oscillate up to a certain distance. Na? The points A and B up to which the pendulum will oscillate are known as extreme positions. What I told, this point O is known as mean position, and this other 2 points A and B are known as what? Extreme positions. Okay, I hope it is clear till now. Now when we will say that a pendulum has completed one complete oscillation, okay, so for this let us try to understand that first it will move from O to A, right? First the pendulum will move from O to A. Then what will happen? Then again it will return. It is a to and fro movement. So again it will return and move from A to B. So first it will move from O to A, right? Then it will again return from A to B. It will again return from A to B. Now all of you may say that it has completed one oscillation, but no, still it has to return to the mean position. That means it has to return from B to O. O is the mean position, right? It has to return from B to O to complete one oscillation. Then only we can say that it has completed one oscillation. Okay, for one complete oscillation, it needs to move from O to A and then from A to B, and then return back to the mean position. Only when it will return back to the mean position, then only we will say that it has completed one oscillation. Okay. Now there are some terms which you need to know. First is amplitude. Okay. Now you see the pendulum is always swinging, but it is swinging maximum up to the point A, na? So amplitude is the highest distance or displacement up to which the bob of the pendulum can go during an oscillation. So amplitude is the maximum distance that a particle can move during an oscillation. Okay. So next point that you need to know is time period. Okay, so next point is what? Time period. Now I told you how one complete oscillation happens, right? So the time will be required to complete this full oscillation is known as what? Time period. The time required to complete one oscillation is known as what? Time period. Okay. Next is frequency. Frequency means number of repetitions, right? So we know, we have discussed about time period. Now frequency is the number of oscillation or the number of repetition in 1 second. Okay, that means in 1 second, what is the number of oscillations that took place? That is what? Frequency. Okay, frequency is the number of oscillations in 1 second. That is frequency. And one important thing, what is the SI unit of frequency? The SI unit is Hertz. Hertz. Okay, this is the SI unit of frequency, Hertz. So if I say a body has a frequency of 50 Hertz, that means it will oscillate 50 times in 1 second. If it has a frequency of 50 Hertz, it will oscillate 50 times in 1 second. Frequency means number of repetition. So I hope these points are clear. First is amplitude. It is a maximum distance that a particle will oscillate or displace during an oscillation. Okay. Time period, it is the time required to complete one full oscillation. Frequency, it is the number of oscillations in 1 second. In 1 second, what is the number of times it has oscillated? That is frequency. And what is the SI unit of frequency? Hertz. Okay, it's very important, SI unit of frequency. So I hope by this you have understood these terms and also the concept of oscillation. Okay, thank you.